This is Dave from Rock and Roll Reviews, and I'm in Glasgow at the Classic Grand with Andreas from Sepultura. How are you doing, sir?
Good. How are you?
I'm good, very good, thank you. You guys are currently coming almost to the end of your 30th year anniversary tour. Been playing all over the world. You landed in the UK, Manchester last night.
Yes.
Yeah. Glasgow tonight. In general, how's the tour been?
It's been amazing. Really great times for Sepultura. Actually, it's like almost 2 years. No, 2 years now that we've been touring for the Mediator, our last album.
Yeah.
And 30 years all together, playing a lot of old stuff, that we didn't play for a long time.
Yeah.
It's really a nice celebration, having a great time with our fans.
Yeah.
We played the biggest, most important festivals in the world, including Rock in Rio, with Steve Vai in Las Vegas, which was an amazing experience. And it feels great, to celebrate such an important mark, actually it's 31 years now, the December, which is considered the date of the foundation of Sepultura.
Yeah.
And in '85 the first album came out, Best of Devastation, which is a theme that we are playing as well, live. It feels great, man. It feels really the formation is strong. Great label, management and everything is in place, and just really developing something really cool.
Yeah. You mentioned the set list. You threw a few surprises into the set list on this tour. You had a good reaction from the fans with the tracks that you're playing?
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
I mean, From the Past Come the Storms is a song that was very important in our history. It was the first song I started to work together with them. When as soon as I joined the band, it kind of changed the topics that we were talking about, or at least Sepultura were talking about, like all those Antichrist and Morbid, and, Bestial, which you saw like all those names in various bands. Every band has their own Antichrist and stuff. So it was cool. It was a change of direction. Talking about different stuff, more historical terms, and I brought my influence, as well, more like a traditional heavy metal, with more leads and stuff. So we are playing that, and it's great to see that the fans really know the music. They've been following really Sepultura for a long time, and Best of Devastation as well, a song that only Paulo played like a long time ago on the Bestial tour, like 1 or 2 shows or something. But it's great to bring that back, I mean, the start of everything, and we're having fun. I mean, that's the most important thing, really.
Yeah. And you also released a new track earlier this year called Under the Skin.
Yeah.
Which was that written for this kind of anniversary? Was that the reason for writing that track?
Basically, yeah. I mean, because we did the tour last year, we did like many festivals, the first part of summer, and this year we came back, to do other festivals and these dates here in UK, in Scandinavia. We're going to Armenia and Georgia, So we felt was a good time to put something new out, to give that extra push, besides of a new album that nowadays, things are so quick, so fast. But we had this idea to do a song to our fans, especially the ones who have the tattoo,
It was a cool video. I liked the video.
It's great, man. I mean, we asked them to send pictures, to compose the artwork and everything. And it's a song homage to them. Without the fans, it wouldn't be possible to be here 30 years on the road, playing ups and downs and many changes. We're still here enjoying ourselves, which is, it's all their fault, in a good way. So, we put that song out only in vinyl, in digital. It's not a part of any album, just a specific song for this year. And we are playing live, and people are really responding very well. It's great to see.
Obviously, you had fans sending pictures of their tattoos. Do you have any pictures of, or any tattoos of other bands on you?
Well, the bands, yes. I have the Anthrax one, which I was a part for 2 weeks at the Big 4 show, and they did the special symbol with the Brazilian flag, cool. on the T-shirt we use every night on stage, and I felt it was so special. It was one of the best experiences in my life, and it was cool, a great memory, from that specific time and stuff. But that's it. I mean, I'll put like think maybe Jimi Hendrix on my the face, whatever. But there's a few. I mean, when you are a fan, it's like you are a fan. And nowadays, you see a tattoo shop in every corner, everywhere. It's not something that is for criminals and sailors anymore. The way it used to be, was like even when I was younger, was really still like tattoos and stuff. And nowadays, no. I mean, you see the sports players and whatever, even. Who knows, politicians, with their hiding. Even the Pope maybe have a tattoo, who knows. So it's great to see. And many people are tattooing Sepultura, even our faces and, autographs and stuff. It's amazing,
You released, as you said, your last album last year. Your second album on Nuclear Blast. With this album, you got back together with Ross Robinson to produce the album. You hadn't worked with since Roots. What was that experience like, going back into the recording studio with Ross Robinson?
It was great. I mean, we're great friends. We respect each other so much, and since Roots, we've been working with different people. The band changed a lot. He as well, working with different music and different bands and stuff. But we had a great time on Roots. It was a difficult time for us because we already having a lot of problems with management and financial bullshit and all that crap. But we always managed to block that and really go for the music and enjoy that part, and that's why I think we managed to do an album like that. And Ross was really crucial to really separate things and really work, towards that. This time around was much easier, because I mean we were really relaxed, no dramas, no, everything was really focused. We were in Venice Beach, beautiful place at his house, great studio, great vibes, and we just focused on the music, and he was very helpful on every aspect, on details.
Quite hands-on.
I mean, we basically we do the pre-production as much as we can, ourselves. We prepare, demos and we develop those demos with vocals and some ideas and stuff. But we like to, of course, leave room, to the producer and studio time really to develop and try out different things, So with Ross was the same, we came to the studio with the stuff we had and we worked together there, and it was awesome.
So is there a possibility of a new Sepultura album next year? Are you hoping to release something?
Oh yeah, I mean we're starting thinking about that. Of course we have musical ideas flowing all the time, especially nowadays. So easy to record any idea, and hopefully if everything goes right, by the end of the next year we're gonna have something new. Let's see what happens.
Yeah. You got some little ideas and stuff already? Like little riffs and stuff recorded, or?
No, not really. No. I mean, we're just working on early stages of demoing, just riffs, and I have some drum loops that, like some cells, that we might start from something, me and Derek were talking about some topics, like maybe song titles and lyrics and stuff. So we start really building something, but it's still very early, not really too much to talk about.
Okay. Do you remember the first album that you bought? Did it have any influence on you becoming a musician?
Oh, definitely. That was A Night at the Opera by Queen. I started very well. Perfect. It couldn't be better, I guess. For me, it's one of the masterpieces of all time. It's 40 years old now. Of course, I didn't buy it when it came out. I bought it a little later. I bought around 1981, something like that. 80. When Queen came down to Brazil, they played in '81 at the Morumbi Stadium, football stadium. And it was a great impact. Kiss and Queen, was really the genesis of my rock and roll influence in music, And Night at the Opera, it's still today. It's I get still impressed, about everything, the sounds. And we record Chaos AD in one of the studios that they used to record.
Really?
Yeah, the Rockfield Studios in Wales.
Oh, awesome.
It was a dream, you know. It's not even a dream. I mean, how can you dream to go to Queen Studio record from Brazil? You know, it's like crazy. And it happened, you know. It was amazing. So it's cool that we have this possibility and chances, you know, to go after these impossible dreams and really enjoy them, you know, in a different way. It's great.
Well, mine was Chaos AD, so I started off pretty well.
Awesome. See, there's a connection there.
Yeah, there's a connection, yeah. It definitely influenced me in getting into metal and playing drums and getting the bands and stuff. So it was. You guys are probably responsible for me getting into metal.
I hope that's a good thing.
It definitely is. Yeah, it definitely is. Our website's all about punk, rock, metal, but we also cover films and movies.
All right.
Are you a big movie fan? Do you get a chance to see many movies?
Yeah, of course I enjoy movies. You know. I mean, the most serious things, you know, I like books better.
Yeah.
You know, I enjoy movie to eat popcorn and you know, don't get too much thinking around. You know,
have you
Marvel movies?
Have you seen anything recently that you've liked? Or?
I mean, I like all the stuff. You know, Iron Man, the Avengers, and you know, Mission Impossible. You know, 007. Type of, you know, special effects, you know, Star Wars. I'm a big fan, you know, of course. Very excited, you know. As you see Star Wars all over the place, like the invasion coming, which we can wait, you know, to see. It's great. That kind of stuff, you know.
Cool.
I don't like too much like horror movies. I like comedies, of course, but I spend a lot of my time reading. You know, I like books a lot. You know.
Spend a lot of time on tour doing that sort of stuff.
Now I have options of the electronic books as well. You know, which is pretty cool. It gives the chance to go to old classics that you didn't have the chance, you know, to read. Like I'm reading now the Foundation from Isaac Asimov.
Oh yeah.
You know, which is like a opportunity that I got from electronic, you know, ways. Which is great, you know. It's cool. Something that I didn't have the chance to read before. Now I'm reading. So that kind of stuff, you know, science fiction, something that really interests me a lot because there's a lot of reality there, you know, that is like hidden in false, you know, disguise or something. You know, there's a lot of information there that it could be very real and it could help actually, you know, the crazy world we are in today.
Final question is, you guys are just about to come to an end in this tour. What's next for Sepultura after this tour?
Our last show will be in Peru in December 12th. Okay. And then we're gonna have some time off, you know, till February around so. And then we're gonna start working on the new material. Cool. And at the same time do some shows in Brazil, you know, some cities that we didn't have time really to go in this last 2 years, you know. There's a lot of places that we can go in Brazil on weekends and stuff, you know. So we're there working on the new album and at the same time, you know, on stage, which is it helps, you know, for writing and stuff. We keep like that kind of rhythm going, you know, the flow. And, it's not only training, you know, it's training and playing. It's like, you know, in the sports, you know, analogy. But it'll be cool. I think it's gonna depend how fast we're gonna write and stuff. But hopefully around May or June we like to be in the studio. Let's see what happens.
Awesome. Andreas, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it, and look forward to hearing what happens next with the band, and looking forward to the show tonight.
All right.
Thank you.
Sepultura, let the light